Hi guys, today's video is slightly different. Alex has asked me to join in with a craft room tour. Wasn't sure whether I was going to do it or not, but I eventually agreed. I will put links to everyone who's taken part in the description. I just want to quickly, before I show you everything, I want to explain my previous situation in regards to how I would store things and not having a craft room and to now having a craft room. So previously I lived in a little cottage. I had a 12 drawer stack, which I have here, in the living room, and I used the dining room table to craft on, which I know many of you do, and I feel for you because it used to be so annoying to take everything across and put everything back. You couldn't ever leave a project just half done. So then I got some more things and got another 12 drawers and carried on with the dining room table. And then in February this year I moved to a new house, which I've now got a craft room, which is just amazing. So I've slowly started expanding, storing things differently. I am, excuse me, still in the middle of storing things. It's not perfect, it's slowly getting there. So please don't give me a thumbs down because it's not finished. I will hopefully, when I'm a bit more happy, do another tour and show you how things have changed slightly. Okay, so this is the 12 drawers I was on about. I'll quickly go, oh, I'm out of breath. Oh, I've only stood up. Okay, so I'll quickly go through everything. This just holds my washi tape. I'm not happy with that. That holds some cheeky chocolates, but I don't really eat chocolate, so. These won't stay here, but for now, they'll do. That's my envelope when I post, which isn't exciting. So those will eventually have their own spot. In here we have the stamping blocks. I'd rather get a Fiskars or a Martha Stewart one because that's way too big for my little hands. That is the original cutting mat I used to use. I still use it because I don't want to slice into my nice new green one, but from that size to that one, bit of a difference. So that's things that are in there. In here we keep a bit of everything. We have the, my voice went really funny then. We have the distress markers, we have my dad's paints that he's let me use, more paints, pencils, and the amazing Spectrum Noir pencils. We have scraps of white card. As you'll see in a minute, I don't like to chuck paper. We've got the A4 card as well down here. Ideally I wouldn't have the paints or anything in there just because if they leak then that's the paper damage, but for now that's how I've got to do it. Store them down. Okay, the second row, ink. Do you like my tissue boxes? That was still the original idea from when I first started crafting. I do need to update it because that's really tacky, having empty tissue boxes as ink storage. I haven't got a brand of ink that I like. These I think were about 30 for £10 from Hobbycraft. I got these when I very first started. They still work really well. It's pigment ink. I mean, I'm not going to pay, I don't agree with paying £5 for like this size ink. It's just, when you need so many colours, it's just so expensive. And I can't decide if I like pigment ink or chalk ink the most, so I don't know, I still got to find one that I like. We have the basics Versamark, Memento and Stays On there, so it's all to hand. So if I'm sitting in the chair, it's all there, which is quite handy. Because when you're crafting, you don't want to be, you just want it like so quickly just to get on with it. In here you've got my amazing amount of distress inks. I tend to just use, I don't really do the backgrounds with distress ink, so I tend to just use it for watercolouring, so that's why I went with those in the end. I'd like to get some more, but there's no point storing them any different than that. In here, just some watercolour pencils that I cannot get on with, and the Stays On cleaner, which I wouldn't bother buying, quite honestly. Just use baby wipes, it's going to stain regardless if you use Stays On ink. Okay, down a level, we have all my adhesives. Oh, and my Stamp-A-Majig from Inkadinkadoo. I love saying that. So the ones I use the most are the Quickie glue pen. the tape dispenser, and my nan actually gave me this. It's just white craft glue, and it says it's suitable for cardboard, wood and fabric. And you know what? It's the best ink ever. I've tried quite a few and I swear by this. It sticks everything down. Nothing's coming off with that. You've got your 3D pads and everything there. Then in here you have a bit of everything. So you've got my alcohol pens, not Copics. They are style file markers. I didn't want to pay the prices of Copic. They look really good, but these work amazingly as well. I don't tend to colour in pens anymore. It tends to be like pencils or watercolour. But so you've got your Wink Stella, white gel pens, your fine liners, your static, anti-static, what's it? So just your basic stuff. Stuff that you need a lot, but it's not necessary to have it on your desk. In here is embellishments. The ones I use the most are the googly eyes, the pearls and the little gem things. I don't really use embellishments, so that's why they're at the front, but I have all like Easter eggs and little flowers and little bells for Christmas and little things like that. I went through a stage of making a ton of bows, so I just put them in that little glass container. So that's just kept them out of the way because I don't use them that often. In here we have, I did tidy this up because this was one big knot and I wasn't going to let you see that. We just have some buttons, some brads, and just a few bits of ribbon and twine. I'll show you in a second how I've started to store my buttons as of today. Am I going a bit quick? I'm sorry if I am. In here, nearly pulled the drawer out, we've got just embossing powders that I use the most, which I've got in here as well. Are just in these sandwich boxes with the spoon at the top. Thank goodness for Jennifer Maguire, because I can't, anyone who knows me knows I can't touch sand or anything powdery, so that's the perfect way of storing it. I have the other embossing powders in here, little sequins, these 3, and these 2 packs of sequins as well. I bought these little glass jars. Oh dear. If you watched my craft haul thing from the craft fair, I bought a few of these. So I just stored some sequins in there. So that's just where I keep all those. I'd like to have those on display if I get a smaller cabinet because I think they're really cute. But for now they're just in there, falling over. In here we have some more sequins, embossing powder, a few, I'll say stickles, but they're not, it's just glitter glue from Dovecraft. Stickles are somewhere. I've got some punches and these enamel dot things, accent things, I don't know, I can't get on with the things. Right, what one did we get to? Orange. This is my favourite drawer. Look, it's literally overflowing. When I say I don't chuck anything away, I literally do not. There's always something you can pay per piece, so this is my first call I go to. My mum used to help me craft actually. She'd come and sit with me and talk with me and keep me company. The amount of times I told her off, literally told her off because she'd chuck pieces of paper away which were perfectly capable. I'm so excited, I just can't slow down. I'll try, I'm sorry. So yeah, that's where I keep my scrap paper. And then, it's creased. Oh, deal with that. In here we have just the clear envelopes that I put my cards in, and a few more sequins that didn't fit in the drawer previously, and I just kept them in there. In here is my smaller paper pads. Yeah, that's as exciting as it gets. Yep. And then I'm really worried I'm going to get thumbs down, so please be nice. I'm so nervous. In here I have my, it's a bit confusing, I have my vellum, my acetate, and then when I went to the craft fair I had like, it was a bag of just like scraps. So you would have thought I put them in there, but no, because I know they came together, I keep them in here. So it's strange, you kind of get used to where your paper's at. I always know if someone's been in my drawers, crafting drawers. Oh, I've done that one. In here I have all my dies and my embossing folders. I need to work out a better way of storing these. For now this is how obviously I do it, but you know, I still need to work out a better way. So that drawer I'm not happy with. Scrap drawer either needs expanding, sorting out, or I need to store that better as well. It's all a work in progress, as I say. I've got my baby wipes here, literally just a hand, because I'm very messy. So I keep my glossy accents in here. I don't know why it's in this drawer, it's just hand, I'm not sure. This, obviously, is just a jiffy bag with like the more cardboard in. But I use it for when I like make holes. I just stab into it so it doesn't ruin anything. So I've just got that. Oh, I've done that. I'm getting all flustered and confused. Envelopes for one size. Envelopes for 2 more sizes. Envelopes for another size. And when I first started, excuse my little white feet, my socks. When I first started, I was buying the pre-made folded cards. So now I just use them for sizes or scrap. And there's my sandpaper for when I do my colouring and stuff. So nothing exciting. So as you go down the list, you get less important stuff. In the bottom, you just got a bit of felt, magnetic sheet things, and the cling foam. So stuff you rarely need. And in this one, stuff I use even less. So you got your Velcro and the spare double-sided tape and stuff. Right, that's gonna bug me. So that's those drawers. On my crafting desk, how am I so out of breath? I think it's the heat in my asthma. The person who I live with went on holiday recently and brought me back some shells, which I can use in my crafting, which I thought was really sweet. So I've just stored them in there for now. I've got my big shot machine, a little pot that I literally put my scraps in, even though there's a bin just down there. But as you can tell, I've literally tried to tidy up, but these little 3D foam pads and mess gets everywhere, no matter how much you try and tidy. So this does get used pretty much every day, so I am sorry, but it is a crafting room. It's not like a museum. You can't really, I don't know if you can tell, but this is a little heart. So in here is my essentials. So you've got like your tweezers, your cute scissors that my boyfriend got me. Thanks, Gaz. Ruler, pen, paintbrushes, rubber or eraser, depending where you are, Alex. So that's those. I've got a clock, which needs a battery because that is not the time at all. Just a lamp. This is what my friend Ellie made me. Bless her. My Race for Life medal. Cards that everyone's made me. From my dad, my friend Sarah, Alex, Ellie. So I keep those. I got this for my birthday from my friend Kirsten. It's obviously got my name and then 2 things I love the most, which is crafting and my boyfriend Gaz, which is actually his sister that made me this. I'll put a link to her Facebook page because she actually makes these to sell now. So I'll put a link in my description for that as well. These are the button jars I was on about. I literally just painted them and stuck them on top. So in here I'll buy some more, but just for vibrant ones. And then this will be pastel. Not sure where to store them yet, but that's something new. This is literally just like a little cotton ball bud thing, but it's where I start projects and don't finish them. So little cakes and everything, you know, when you just start something you're like, oh, I'm not going to use that now, but you don't want to chuck it away. That's where they go. Move the chair. This is stuff I'm going to do a video of things I bought recently, so I'm not going to show you that too much. Ow, there's a chair there. Okay, so this bookcase, my boyfriend gave me it because he was just getting rid of it, so he goes, you can have it if you want. So this is the new edition. Bearing in mind, all of those stamps were in those drawers, so that's how much I've expanded in, what, a few months. Okay, so at the top we have the Crafter's Companion thingy, where it's all the lines, and I use that as the scoreboard. In here we have, these are just like IKEA boxes. They were like really cheap. Ideally I wanted little cute baskets, but I thought these would do for now. So in here is all my, got a tiptoe because I'm too short, hobby craft stamps. On On previous videos I did a rant about Hobbycraft because their stamps got really poor quality, but they improved a lot recently, so that's all those. Oh, and my little bunting that I have on my craft store when I do one. In these two boxes there are a bit of everything. So literally everything. Brand wise, I don't keep them with theme like Christmas or anything, so that's those, and just my watercolour card and a folder. In here I call my American folder, storage box even, so it's what my design team stamps go in, my recollections that Alex sent me, what other ones, I've got my paper smooches, Avery Ale, Ale, whatever, W+9, so you've got all those in here. Then here you've got my Crafter's Companion, not many, but I have some more in that pile there, so I really like them, especially him, he's cute, so that's where I keep them. In here is my lawn fawn. I'm slowly building it up, and then in the back, not happy with these being here, but I just needed them out of the way. These are my cards that are currently available on my Facebook page, but they're just kept there safe. I have the matching heart that's on my desk, so in here is just the White Spirit and the Blend In Solution by Spectrum Noir, and my heat tool. For now, that storage is fine, but I don't like that there. I want it kind of cute, so maybe the button's on here somewhere, so I'll sort of arrange it, but for now that's a massive improvement. As I say, that was all in like 2 drawers and it was just all mixed up and it drove me insane. In here, on this shelf even, we have my favourite pads. These are the ones that I've bought at the craft fair. And there goes some paper. Ooh, scrap paper. You go in the scrap paper drawer. And the larger. These will be moved when I get better storage. Don't like them there. So maybe that's where my little jam jars can go. Yes, they'll be moved. In here we have all the wooden stamps. I bought a ton off of eBay. It was just a job lot that was going, so got quite a few in there. And this basket was a part of my birthday present by someone. They filled it with all little goodies and stuff, so I thought that was really cool to store. And then down here, oh, I had nowhere to put it, so I just put my little guillotine out of the way. So here we have my other crafts. We've got jam jars. I'm not an alcoholic, it's just these bottles got skulls on, so I'll eventually do something with that. I've got my resin mould, my saucepan for my wax. Then in here are the teacups. So this is my other stuff that, you know, that I like to... This is kind of like my hobby, but this is kind of like, I'd say my job, but it's kind of like my life. Like, I'm always in here. So this is my little sanctuary. It looks a mess now. But when I'm crafting, I've literally got like the smallest space here. So yeah, that's my crafting space. Please don't be mean and give me many thumbs down. This works for me at the moment. As I said, like, I'm slowly improving different storages. So yeah, that's my tour of my craft room. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back again soon. Bye.